check this out. Renzo StCharles. We have to. It's Renzo StCharles. His music name. The Saint, my understanding, is not the government name, but I'm going to call him Renzo if I can pull this off. Renzo, welcome to the show. What's up,
my man? Thank you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hey,
can you hear
thanks
us?
for having me on, guys. Thanks. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Renzo, how you living, man?
I'm living well. How you guys living, my man?
Very good. Are you in town right now? If so, what part of town you in?
See, so here's the deal. I just recently, so I'm from Louisville, but I just recently made a switch, a move over to the sunny side. I just bought some land out in southern Indiana.
Get down.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
you're okay with paying that toll every time you have to go back and forth. You know?
Shout out to Riverlink. Maybe I can get a little bit of a sponsorship.
Hey, we're working on that.
I'm down.
So, hey, we're working on that, and we got you. Okay.
That's what's up.
If we can work it out, we got you. Hey, so you're in Indiana right now. Like what size? So like, what are you trying to do with some land? You said you got some land over there. Now, seeing what I've just been able to only research about you, man, I can't believe it's going to be anything other than fun over there on that side.
Yeah, man, we do. We keep it keep something exciting. I bought a couple acres, just something near the country. I'm definitely a city boy. I'm a country boy at heart, so I like to get away and look at the whole sky, see all the stars.
Okay, so you're from Louisville, though, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm from Louisville.
And all Louisvillians ask the same thing. If you're from Louisville, where'd you go to high school? Where'd you live at? You know what I mean?
Okay. That's what's up. So when I was born in Louisville, raised in Louisville. Then when I was in grade school, my mother moved us to Frankfort, Kentucky.
All right.
So I ended up in Frankfort, Kentucky. Came back to Louisville. So I graduated from Franklin County High School. Came back to Louisville after a little spell at Western Kentucky. Shout out to the Hilltoppers. And came back, and I've been in Louisville ever since. So this is my home. My father's he's been in Louisville since I was growing up. So I was raised Red Cardinals since birth.
It's cool, man. I was watching that UK Missouri game the other day, and one of their guys got cut open, and he's bleeding a little bit, and I was just like, well, even those UK guys are bleeding red, right?
Yeah.
I just got to dig at Kevin a little bit. I'm sorry, Renzo. I hate to put that out there like that on your spot.
Oh, he's
man.
a UK fan.
Kevin for a second.
Eric and Renzo at the end of the argument, we go back to Rupp-Arena of at the end of last year and that 29-point ass whooping. So there.
I'm not throwing.
I know you're not.
I'm not throwing any shade.
Right, this is Renzo's hair.
It's Renzo.
So what you got cooking right now? Tell me what y'all are doing over there on 2 acres of it. You got to have a studio. I know that's what you're doing over there, man.
Yeah, well, actually, I've got a home studio, but I've got my pup, and I just want a room for her to run, and we just about a couple months ago we just had a huge bonfire and got down real good. Always got the moonshine on deck. So I got a home studio here, but lightning, baby. That's how we get down. Absolutely. Come on now. You know I'm a Kentucky boy. I'm in Hoosier land for now. But my studio's still over in Louisville. And big ups to my big homie, produced by AK. He produced the new album that just dropped, Free Lunch. He produced Free Lunch. Did a lot. I mean, the mixing, the mastering, just making it real crispy. And so I still do a lot of work over there. Working on some new stuff with some new producers that I'm really excited about in Atlanta, in talks with, and out in Nashville. So we're real excited about getting some of the new stuff going. But for now, that Free Lunch is out on all major outlets: iTunes, Google, Spotify, streaming.
Free Lunch is you, Renzo, right? And that's
correct,
your thing,
correct.
right? Yeah. Okay. So
right.
So let's talk about featured spots, man. I mean, Tell me about some of your feature spots, because you're kind of all over the place, ain't you?
Yeah, man. So, I mean, as far as free lunch goes, there's only one feature on free lunch because I really wanted to kind of showcase just the flexibility and the range of what I do. So the only feature on there is my big homie Buffalo Steel of Nappy Roots.
Right.
So straight out of Kentucky. So Nappy Roots, they've been really, really strong in the game for years and years and years. So Buffalo Steel is actually the vice president of our new label, T3MG, with my homie Drew.
Fellow high school alum with me, man.
Yeah.
It's about Mel High School. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Bulldog. Yeah. So shout out to Buffalo, shout out to Drew, shout out to my man Jack. I know he's listening. T3MG's in the building for sure.
Right on.
So free lunch is out, and I just got off tour with Nappy probably about 2 weeks ago. We went out on the West Coast tour. What's that?
So where's the last stop?
Last stop was in Colorado. Man.
So you and Nappy in Colorado?
Yes, we were. Yeah, we were in Colorado. We did I think six shows in Colorado.
Damn,
wow, man.
So tell me what y'all were doing outside the shows.
Outside the shows?
Yeah, I mean, you're Colorado.
Oh yeah. We man, just enjoying life and enjoying different people
right?
Oh man, absolutely. And that was my first time going out to we started off in South Carolina for New Year's Eve, and then we just trekked on all the way out to Nebraska, and we started in Nebraska, Montana, Utah, and just getting just a whole different side of life, man. Washington, we did a lot of tours of some really great breweries. Crazy Mountain Brewery, shout out to them. Shout out to Fish Scales and Skinny DeVille of Nappy Roots. They got their brewing their own new home brew.
Oh, really?
Called, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Atlantucky. So they got that going on. So we did a lot of touring. Yeah, so toured a lot of cool grow houses. I'm open for I'm down for anything, but that's real big out there. So it was just really cool, man. Really good.
Now, listen, I gotta give a shout out real quick. Drew Bright. Drew connected me with you, and so Drew
Absolutely.
is. What is 333 Music Group? Tell us about that, Renzo.
333 was spearheaded by Drew, and we've done a lot of work before he took on this this kind of brain, this whole new label thing. We did a lot of work in the music industry together, and I mean, I've been through a lot of different adjustments, from being signed with Capitol Records and Universal and working with artists like Crooked Eye. We did some work with Johnny Depp, and everywhere to some artists on the West Coast like Problem and Bad Luck. So I hooked up with Drew. Like 333 is basically kind of an ode to his mother. I mean, rest in heaven. A great woman. And I had the pleasure of having her in my life. And, it's just basically saying, you've always got angels looking out for you, and we're all in this as a family. And so that's the kind of the mentality we go into it as, and it's having fun, and it's not work. This is just kind of what we do. So I mean, that's kind of the gist of it. T3MG.
Yeah, Eric, I had recently had Be Still on the show, and I'm trying to pin down Ron Clutch. So we're just, having the whole Western Kentucky guys kind of hijack our show, if you will.
Yeah. My man Clutch, he'll come through and drop some knowledge on you too. You better watch out.
Yeah. I'm counting on it.
So what's new with you, Renzo?
Man, we just dropped a new video today for.
Okay. Do we have the link?
Yeah, we do.
I'm not sure if you do have the link.
Do. I do. I got the link. I'll post it on the show thread later. Yeah.
It's good stuff. So, I mean, the video basically is just in time for Valentine's Day. So, everybody, everybody. It's,
boom, boom.
It's that time of year that hits you. Yeah, it hits you right in the face, and it's like either you got somebody, you don't. If you do, you better make sure you take care of them. And so basically, the video is it's almost a movie. It's entitled Boom Boom, and we shot it on location in Owenston, Kentucky. Shout out our good friends at Elk Creek Winery. They take great care of us and some of the best wine in the area. And they make sure we're good and full. So yeah, we shot it on location there, and just my man Brett Hackney, he's done a lot of great screen work. He shot the movie. I'm gonna call it a movie because it's not even really a music video. And we shot that right when the seasons were changing, and we just released that today. So if you get that link, check that out. It's Boom Boom. That's on the Free Lunch album, and it's definitely a song for this what they call cuffing season.
Let's talk about that for a second, man.
Yeah. I just posted it. I just added the link to the Facebook post tonight. So Renzo, before you talk about that, are you is there a significant other? Is there a Mrs. Renzo or a Mrs. Boom Boom?
Yeah, absolutely, there is, and that's and I've been married now for going on 12 years. So I've got the love. I've got the love of my life, and the video has to do with that. Really, it's like just kind of making sure that you recognize the love you've got before you lose it, and it's too late. So. It's about being selfless and not selfish.
What's going on Valentine's Day? I mean, what's Renzo doing on Valentine's Day to school us a little bit?
Well, see, I got
if you can.
See, my wife, I can. My wife, I got hit with the double whammy because her birthday is the day after Valentine's Day. So, yeah, so it gets real. So I got to go in real deep those days. But I always make it a point to make sure that I'm an advocate of spiritual wellness and healing, and I always make sure that I break out. I got a massage table in my basement, so I make sure that gets broken out, and I make sure that absolutely, there's healing in the hands. It goes a long way, fellas.
Kevin, I think we're getting taken to school on something.
I know,
and I'm all about it right now. I mean, I'm taking notes over here. You can't see me over here in the living room, but I'm taking notes.
Yeah. What's weird, Eric, is that I'm turned on yet educated at the same time.
Hey, don't you walk in here? Don't walk in here, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Renzo, cool. So on stage, man. Next time I can see you on stage, man, because I'm sure your stage presence is equally as powerful as your flow and what we're seeing on the video. Next time on stage, anything plans? Anything in the books?
Yeah, we've got we've hooked up. We've been blessed enough to hook up with the boxing commission here in Louisville. So we did a really dope event.
That's something I've heard of in Kentucky for a while. Boxing commission wasn't happening there. Wow.
I know it, and it is. I'm telling you, if you guys listen and haven't been there, it's at Expo 5 on 7th Street Road. It's in the heart of the city, and it is the heavyweight bouts. And I did a set there a couple months ago, and I also brought out a boxer from Detroit, the 989 Assassin, and he came out, and man, he fought this big butterbean looking dude from somewhere like Cattlesman, Kentucky. And it was, he laid him out in probably under a minute, but it was the main event. But everything leading up to that was just, we got some local guys in there and some guys that had come in from out of state, and they put on a really good show, man, a real good show. So I'll be there February the 23rd. I'll be putting it down. The whole camp will be there. T3MG we'll have the new album on deck. We might have my homie in the building with Nasty Good clothing line. Shout out to Lou, Nasty Good. And we'll be all set up and give a good show along with the boxers. Shout out to all the fighters. I love boxing.
Do you? That's cool.
Oh, absolutely.
So you're in the hub.
What's that?
You're in the hub. Some of the greatest out of
Louisville.
And the greatest out of Louisville.
Oh, yeah, it's great. It's great to see it. Great to see it coming back.
Renzo, I'm going to be, after, when we upload the show, I'm going to throw the Boom Boom song at the end of the segment tell us about the song itself.
Please.
You said the video, but tell us. Yeah, what was it? What's the song all about?
So the song, I mean, I guess the premise is a guy that just spends so much time trying to please everybody else. I mean, and himself, you know, he's constantly doing what he loves, his work, his passion, which is music. He's constantly hanging with his buddies. He's spending time at the bar, at the strip club, and he's neglecting his whole time. He's neglecting his significant other, and then and eventually she just has enough, and one day just peels out in his car and then he finally realizes that, boom, it hits him that, you know, all of the stuff that led up to this and all the memories that they had. So I'm sure it's a home for a lot of people because a lot of times we take other people for granted, and you know, so
we do.
It's just yeah, absolutely. So
you know,
everything I do has got a purpose.
All right. Well, I'm gonna throw a curveball at you, Renzo, because you know this is we're talking music and it's all good, but you know let's bring in Erik. I don't know if you're okay with this, but I'm gonna do it anyway since it's kind of my show. The real world. What's been your take? You know, we want to hear a little bit. You know, we want to hear something other than music from you, Renzo. What's your political views? With where we're at right now with
damn Kevin.
Our stop coughing. Right, mute yourself if you're gonna cough.
Yeah, so I don't have a problem with it.
All right, Brady, share some of your political views.
You know, a lot of people sometimes they tell me that I could be a prude. I raise children, and I've got views that are conservative. I've got views that are liberal. I don't identify as either party. I don't.
Right.
I'm the kind of person that goes to the polls, and if I'm not voting for you if I don't know anything about you. And if I go to the polls with a purpose, I go to the polls with a purpose on the platform that everybody's representing. And so that's my stance. And I, as far as we are right now as a country, I felt there was a divide before. Before now, I just felt like maybe it was masked a little bit better, and now it's just out in the open and it's airing out. And one of the best statements or one of the best quotes I ever heard is like, before there's going to be there has to be some kind of anarchy or crisis before there's a change and something happens to better the world or to better the circumstances. So I feel like it needs to come out. Like, we have to address these issues together because we're all Americans. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, this is the greatest country. I mean, it sounds so cliche to say it, but it is. I mean, the freedoms we have, religious freedoms, and just so many things we take for granted. And it's like, we have to learn to step out and I think it just takes some kind of times a rude awakening, just like the song. I mean, just like the video, Boom Boom, it takes a rude awakening for people to say, oh, well, maybe you're not so much different from me. Maybe it takes the person who's the opposite gender and race and everything to help you out of a bind to say, man, you know what? Right. We're human. Damn it, we're human. So, has any of your music, Renzo, been political or challenged any of our? Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Good.
Absolutely.
And if you're like me, Renzo, you miss Barack, right? I miss him.
Yeah, I mean, I miss some aspects of that. But then again, there's some aspects like, I remember George Bush as president and like senior, and
I agree.
I was
right.
with some of George Bush, So I'm with whatever makes this country really what it should be. I mean, because that's the beauty of America. And I just went to Times Square a few months back, and being down there for the first time, I mean, I've never been in Times Square, and being there, especially at Christmas time, and then seeing so much diversity, it's beautiful. I love it. So we got to start stepping out of our own boxes and our own comfort zones. Sometimes when we're uncomfortable, that's what makes us stronger. That's what makes us grow together. So
that's what it's about, right? You know, I mean, that's what America, and that's what. And now we're global, more so than we've ever been. So I think you're right on track with what you're trying to get out there. And it's obviously in your message, right? And you're trying to put that out there.
Good looking. Absolutely. Good looking. Yeah, absolutely. And and that's in some of my, I got some singles out prior to the album release, a single called Do Better, where it's real political. And, you know, one of my first singles when I really got into the industry, that was co-signed by David Banner and MC Lyte was really a political stance. And then I did a song, I guess it's been about 4 or 5 years back with a rapper that a guy took, and we kind of helped him build his dream as a rapper. His name was Yo Special K with Down Syndrome of Louisville. I got into conjunction with them really strong, and I was even tutoring Down syndrome guys that were, you know, high school students, and it's just bringing awareness to people that are different. Like we're not just, it's just a shell. Like people have, these guys have big hearts. So that's what I'm about.
And that's what's great now. And this is what I miss about a lot of hip hop and a lot of music that came out a while ago, is that somebody on a conscious tip now, when you hear about what's on hip hop radio now, I mean, come on, you gotta be real. Nothing much of anything is on a conscious tip, and obviously what you're putting out there is something positive. It's great, real more than anything, I'm sure, but definitely conscious and definitely positive, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the last thing really that I heard that was really positive is the homie Logic with this about the bringing awareness to suicide, and that's awesome. And it's just, you know, my stuff is very conscious. At the same time, we do party hard.
Ain't that what it's about, though? I mean, really?
Yeah, it is. And then at the same time, it's like, and no disrespect, but it's like, you know, my pup, like, she don't like to take her heartworm medicine, but if you sneak it inside a treat, she's gonna eat it. So that's what we do. We sneak it in. We got trap beats. It's gonna be banging. You put in the free lunch, you'll be like, oh my God, this is hitting. And then you're gonna be like, wow, did he just say that?
Yeah.
And Mike, up here, another segment called Round of Shots. Hey, are you up for this, man? We're just gonna fire some questions at you real quick. You cool with that?
Oh man, yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah, I've had that recently.
All right, check this out, Renzo. This is just some quick Q&A. Have fun with it. First question: name the first concert you attended.
Oh man, first concert I attended. Wow. Dang.
The answers are not supposed to take this long.
Okay, all right. Let's see. I think it might have been Hall & Oates.
Get out!
No, yeah.
Wow. Oh, I'm jealous, man. That's Philly soul right there.
Do you realize your kiss is on his list, Erik?
Yeah. I'm gonna say no. I can't go for that.
You can't go for that.
I can't go for it. No, yeah.
No can do.
No can do, but I love to see Sarah smile, baby.
Oh, yeah. I
bet your Renzo is a man-eater.
Sorry, dude. He knows the method of modern love more than anybody.
Oh, yeah, he's reeling them off, man. He's good. He's good.
Hey, but you know, Erik.
Yeah.
But at this point of Renzo's career with the hip hop and the rap thing, he's so out of touch.
Oh, nice. And you know what?
He's fired of Renzo.
Hey, I'm out of touch and out of time, baby. Listen, it's so crazy. It's so crazy because my homie, the other day, he was like, you know, we were talking about Wu-Tang Clan, and he was like, the song was, it's a Method Man song, and it's like METHOD, man, METHOD, and I'm like, you don't know that came from Hall & Oates? Method of Love?
Yes. I love it.
Man,
Eric,
we were about ready to
spin.
Actually, we were about ready to spin to Cal before the show because if you look at our Facebook, we were spinning some records before we got together tonight, and we had the first Audio Slave on there because it's kind of a pump up type thing. We're gonna do a show. What Kevin didn't know, I had entered the 36 chambers and to Cal on deck to get into that mood. And I know exactly what you're talking about, Thoughts Holland.
36 chambers, baby.
Y'all are killing me. So, anyway, sorry, Kevin.
Number 2, Eric.
Y'all got crazy on that. Number 2,
yeah.
Superheroes, Renzo. Are you Marvel? You DC? Who's your superhero?
Oh, yeah, I'm Marvel. Yeah,
who you got?
Marvel.
You Iron Man?
Oh, man, come on. Tony Stark is where it's at, man.
Because of the money? It's because of innovation?
The innovation, the money,
Right, there you go.
Yeah, come on, that's a ladies' man.
Wow. I like that. We're having fun here. All right. Renzo, question number 3. During a gig, tell us a pet peeve. What fucking drives you crazy when you're trying to perform?
Oh man. I'd probably have to say during a gig on stage.
You're right. Yes.
Nothing more than I love fans. That's what makes this all worthwhile. All the people that show so much love to you, but then the worst thing is fans up front with drinks and they're so inebriated they're spilling them, and then it causes a disturbance. It's a distraction. So that's probably my biggest pet peeve.
Do you get annoyed when people scream for you to play Freebird?
I love to play Freebird.
You know it does.
No, it still does. All right, Eric, go ahead. Next question, Eric. Your turn, Eric.
Well, I just want to know if you get bothered when your private eyes are looking at that rich girl and you have to say she's gone. Man, I've been doing research. Listen to me.
She's gone.
Anyway, but Renzo, lots of good things. They're looking good for you. I can't wait to see. And as far as where we can find what you got out right now, where can we go? Where are we looking at?
Okay, so simple. The letter T, the number 3, the letter M, the letter G.com. T3mg.com is the website. We've got our online store there. Lots of dope merchandise. Also, we have the album there. You can get it digital or you can get a physical copy. I'll sign it and deliver it directly to you.
That's service. Amazon ain't got nothing on you.
Yeah, we're going to get this drone thing popping soon, and we'll just have a drone delivered to your front porch. We're on T3mg.com, and then wherever you get your music. Spotify is the real one. Spotify, just got Spotify. Love it. Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon. Just Renzo Saint, just ST. Renzo StCharles. Free lunch.
Very cool. Very cool. Renzo, real quick.
You, man, I was always jealous everybody had free lunch. I love a free lunch anytime I can get one. So why on earth would I not be listening to this guy right now?
All right.
I'm excited.
Before we let him go, the last question, a round of shot question. I always ask my guests because I think it's kind of out there. So I'm going to ask you, if you had access to a time machine, Renzo, and you can go anywhere in your past, your living past, or you're like all the way back to Fred Flintstone's past, where would you go? And you're only going there just to observe. You're not going to change history or whatever. You're just going to hang out. Where would you go?
Just going to hang out?
Yeah. Observe.
I would probably go back to sometime before I was in kindergarten and observe, because I don't remember anything. I don't even remember what. Yeah, I don't. Go ahead.
What do you want to remember when you came out of your mom's the whole birth canal thing? What are you trying to do here?
No, just like my mom. she doesn't remember a whole lot. Like, she doesn't remember cussing us out like a damn sailor and whipping us with extension cords and all kind of shit. She's like, she tells my kid, like, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. And I'm like, what? You didn't do that? So it's
dude,
like,
that's happened to me too.
You're great. Do you realize everything he just said right now? If everything that Renzo just said that happened back in the day, and Eric, you and I were, that shit happened to us back in the day, but if that shit happened today, CPS would be knocking on our door like within hours.
Oh, man.
That's how.
Oh, man, hell yeah. Yeah, my son, when I raised my voice at him, he's like, you're being aggressive. He's like, Dad, I can't take. I'm like, listen, you need to hush. I will. And then I just shut my mouth. I'm like, he's like, yeah.
Here's what's whacked. How old's your son or your kid, Renzo?
How old's my son?
How old is he? Yeah.
He's 10, but they're so smart now. He's never threatened to call the cops.
Exactly.
But he just knows. Hey, he just says,
here's my thing.
That's gotta be.
The next time, Renzo, here's what I'm afraid of, and you're probably more so because your kids are so much younger. The next time you discipline, there's going to be that one time when you go discipline your kids, and when you walk into their room, he like says, "Hold on, Dad, before you discipline me, let me film this. I want to get this." He pulls his iPhone out, which I'm sure your kids already have cell phones. Because it's how Daddy Renzo works. But yeah,
not yet.
Yeah,
it is. No, yeah.
Well, these kids are smarter than anything that we. They have access more than we ever had, and they have it at the palm of their fingers, which we didn't. Yeah. Also, they have everything that you're doing and what you're doing for prosperity, for entertainment, for whatever you're trying to do. They have it.
Oh man!
And they're gonna have that in life.
It's crazy, and in Clark County, it's like they give all the kids their own laptops. And my son one day come home and he's like, "Dad, I showed my friends your video," and I was like, "What?" I was like, "At school." I was like, "What video was it?" He was like,
"I mean, you know that when you'll be like, I'm sure."
Yeah, no, Dad, not the one of you and Mom that's hidden under the bed. Not that video.
Renzo, man, it was great talking to you today. I'm glad to see that things are going well, things are going to be positive, and that we have the links to what you're doing, and we're going to put it out there, man, because I love what's happening over there. And you've got to come kick it with us when we do these live remotes, man. I mean, whether it's
that's
Baxter's, we're at Diamond. You got to come kick it with us one time.
That's for sure.
We're going to put you on the mic, and we're going to make some people feel weird.
Absolutely. Hey, Thank you, kind sirs. I appreciate it.
All right. Hey, so we're going to be at you soon. All right, man. Thank you, Renzo.
Thank you. God bless.